Welcome, everyone, to the 2010 Draft Lottery. We'll start things off by dropping 14 ping pong balls into this glass drum. We'll mix them up and then draw 4 balls to the top. The team with that 4-digit combination will be awarded the first pick in this year's draft. Good luck, everyone.
Acrobatic shot.
Looks to defend between his legs.
Hits 2 defenders, down behind the back and lays it in.
The lob for Wall, and it's done. Put it in the bag for Kentucky.
Number 11, John
Wall. When you look at John Wall, the SEC Player of the Year, only the second freshman to win that award, what makes him so special?
His explosiveness. He's such an outstanding open court player. It's almost impossible to stay in front of him, especially when he gets up a rate of speed going to the basket. And he can also get to the rim. He's explosive off the floor as well. You can throw a lob to him and he can dunk it backwards. He's improving his shot. He can make a set shot. I think he's got to learn to shoot the ball better on the move and get better with his percentages. But I think he's got the potential to be an outstanding defender. He can pass the ball. He's really got the complete package as a player. And I think John Wall is a really hard worker. He is coachable. He's shown that ability where he's willing to listen, and that speaks very well of him as a player.
A couple special things about him, too. In the barbershops of Lexington, Kentucky, I hear he's called the Blue Jesus, believe it or not. That plus the fact that he actually had a dance named after him because he was such a sensation to start the year. And right now, our Andy Katz is standing by with John Wall.
Well, for 2 years, in talking about the 2010 NBA draft, John Wall's name has been talked about as the potential #1 pick. Well, we're finally here. We're going to hear the names of the draft lottery. How much have you been anticipating this lottery night?
I've been waiting for a long time. You know, I wanted to do the experience to see how college basketball was. You know, I had a great season there, and you know, I had a chance to play the game of NBA that I love and that I wish I played my whole life. It means a lot to me, and do it for my family. It means a lot.
What's it going to mean when you see which team actually gets that top pick?
Well, to be honest, it don't really matter to me, you know. I'm happy to be in this situation, to play the game that I love the most, to have a chance to be in the NBA next year and play on the court. It means a lot to me and my family.
Why do you think you're ready to go in, not just be the top pick, but have an impact in the NBA next season?
Because I'm a hard worker, you know. I'm going to listen to what everybody got to tell me. I'm going to listen to the coaching staff. I'm going to listen to the veterans. You know, I think the college experience helped me out a whole lot with Coach Calipari and the whole coaching staff. And just my experience of playing 1 year of college basketball prepare me for the next level.
A lot of times teams that get the top pick are the teams that had losing records. How would you handle a team that had a losing record?
Well, you know, me as a leader and a point guard, I always want to win, you know. The main thing isn't go there, you know, if you lose games, you can't get frustrated, you can't get down, you know. That's the key thing, is being mentally prepared. So I got to go in there, try to make my teammates better, listen to my coaching staff, and just try to win games for the team and the organization.
Well, in a poll of almost a third of the NBA teams that ESPN.com did, John Wall was the consensus #1 pick.
Who are some of the other stars to watch in the draft?
You know, I think after John Wall at #1, you go right to Evan Turner out of Ohio State. Turner was the National Player of the Year and is an incredibly versatile player. Reminds me a little bit of Brandon Roy when he came out of the University of Washington several years ago. He can play the point, terrific handle, he can cross over. He's not a superior athlete, but a very good athlete that can play and defend multiple positions. One of the things he needs to do is improve his shooting consistency, improve his shooting range. He also needs to cut down on his turnovers. He averaged over 4 turnovers per game. So after Wall and Turner, you go to big guys. Derrick Favors, the freshman out of Georgia Tech. DeMarcus Cousins, another freshman big guy out of Kentucky. And Wesley Johnson out of Syracuse, played 2 years at Iowa State before he transferred to the Orange. Let's take a look at Derrick Favors, a superior athlete, very explosive off the floor, a guy that can rebound and block shots. Needs to be much more assertive on the offensive end, a little bit raw, has to improve his moves and the ability to knock down a 15 to 17-foot jump shot, but an outstanding prospect with a high ceiling. And DeMarcus Cousins, no one was more productive per minute as a big guy in college basketball basketball last year than Cousins. Very skilled. He's got outstanding hands. Just a load inside in a long wingspan where he plays bigger than he's listed. Going to the next 5, 6 through 10. It starts with Greg Monroe of Georgetown, a lefty, an outstanding passer that rebounds at a very high rate. Al-Farouq Aminu, a guy who can really run the floor, another outstanding athlete that has a lot of skills. Epi Udoh can block shots, another guy that can rebound, is getting better and better and knocking down face-up jump shots. Luke Babbitt and James Anderson, both terrific scorers and guys that can shoot the ball from the perimeter.
Well, one final look at the odds. The Nets with the best chance at the #1 pick, 25%, and on down the line from there. Well, the time has come, and here is NBA Deputy Commissioner Adam Silver, who will reveal the final order for the 2010 NBA Draft. Adam?
Thank you, Mark, and good luck, everyone. The 14th pick goes to the Houston Rockets.
This is the 3rd time in the last 10 years that the Rockets have missed the playoffs despite a winning record.
The 13th pick will be made by the Toronto Raptors.
The Raptors' big question this offseason surrounding the impending free agency of All-Star Chris Bosh.
The 12th pick belongs to the Memphis Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies won 16 more games this season than last season and have 3 first-round picks.
Picking number 11 will be the New Orleans Hornets.
The Hornets are one of 4 lottery teams currently looking for a head coach.
The 10th pick in the draft will go to the Indiana Pacers.
The Pacers missed the playoffs for the 4th straight season, Danny. The time since drafting Reggie Miller back in 1987.
The 9th pick will be made by the Utah Jazz.
Utah's pick originally belonged to the Knicks and was acquired through the Suns in 2004.
The 8th pick goes to the Los Angeles Clippers.
Blake Griffin, the 2009 first pick, returns after missing all of last season with a knee injury.
The 7th pick will be made by the Detroit Pistons.
The Pistons missed the postseason for the first time since 2001. Things holding exactly to form so far.
Pick number 6 belongs to the Golden State Warriors.
That means that Philadelphia and Washington have leapfrogged into the top 3.
Pick number 5 goes to the Sacramento Kings.
The Kings hope to have back-to-back Rookies of the Year for the first time in the NBA since the early 70s.
And the 4th pick in the 2010 NBA Draft goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And then there were 3. Drew Holiday representing the Philadelphia 76ers. Rookie point guard Irene Poland representing the Washington Wizards. She's wearing her late husband Abe's championship ring from 1978. And Mikhail Prokhorov, the new owner of the New Jersey Nets. Meanwhile, down the highway, down the Jersey Turnpike, they are making a little bit of noise. They have a lot of hope. They are hanging by a thread right now, hoping that they cash in on the #1 pick. And joining us once again to announce the order of the top 3 picks here is NBA Deputy Commissioner Adam Silver. Adam?
Thanks again, Mark. The 3rd pick in this year's draft will be made by the New Jersey Nets. The 2nd pick goes to the Philadelphia 76ers. And that means the #1 pick in the 2010 NBA Draft will be made by the Washington Wizards.
Well, that is the 2nd time that the Washington Wizards have had the #1 pick in the NBA Draft. The last time they had the pick was in 2001 when they selected Kwame Brown. The Wizards, with a lot of time between now and June 24th to decide who they will select as #1 in the NBA Draft. And right now, let's join Heather Cox standing by with Ted Leonsis. Heather?